Jesus and his disciples whom he loved. There are many stories about Jesus and his disciples in the Gospel. There are disciples who are mentioned often, like Peter, but there are others like the son of Alphaeus to Thaddeus and Simon Cananeus, who have no other explanations about them besides their names. But if you look at the Gospel of John, there is a disciple who is mentioned a number of times but isn't clearly named. According to the Bible, this disciple is called a disciple loved by Jesus. The disciple loved by Jesus appears for the first time in Jesus' Last Supper. Jesus tells the disciples to love each other through the new commandment and teaches them about love. While eating, Jesus suddenly got up and washed the feet of all the disciples. Heartbroken, he told them about betrayal. The disciples were surprised to hear what Jesus said about betrayal. Then Peter told his beloved disciple to ask Jesus who the traitor was. This is surprising because we've always thought of Peter as someone who could talk to Jesus about anything, as someone very close to Jesus. But this meant that there was a disciple closer to Jesus, a disciple between Peter and Jesus. Peter's beloved disciple does not hesitate to ask Jesus, "Who is the traitor?" Jesus answered, "It is the one to whom I give the bread I dip in the bowl." Then gave the bread to Judas Iscariot. The disciple Jesus loved also appeared in the scene where Jesus is hung on the cross. All the other disciples had run away, but the disciple that Jesus loved, along with some women, were there until the end. Other disciples were too frightened to appear in front of the soldiers who were executing the crucifixion, but the disciple Jesus loved was next to Jesus, as if to prove that love wins over death. Jesus referred to his beloved disciple as a son to Mary, his mother, then told the disciple that he loves that Mary is his mother. After Jesus died, it's said that the disciple that Jesus loved took care of Jesus' mother. The disciple that Jesus loved appears after Jesus' resurrection. He's the one who runs towards the empty tomb of Jesus, as well as the first one to discover Jesus in the Sea of Galilee. The Bible doesn't tell the exact name of the disciple that Jesus loved, but it seems that it tells of the most beautiful name in the world. Nicknamed Love, which symbolizes Jesus, he was the disciple loved by Jesus. In what name are we living in faith? Our names are important, of course, but I hope that we have the qualities of faith that can reveal us more than our names. I hope that we too can have a name like the disciple loved by Jesus.